So for Occluded Omega Pirate, there's some funkiness with how you decide to transition the room on the last part. After destroying the armor plates and killing the pirates, now all that's left is to actually powerbomb OP. And there's some funkiness that can occur when transitioning, or rather, occluding the room after unsecretizing it. And that can cause OP's hurtbox and limb hitboxes to just start going in random directions. And it's dependent on when you desecretize the room. So I'm just going to show what that looks like real quick. And keep an eye on Prime Watch at the top left. Actually, I don't know if it's... Yeah, should be. It's a little bugged. Let's follow the player. Is it? I think it's bugged. I think I need to restart it. There we go. Maybe I can change it so that it looks a little better. There you go. That's pretty good. Okay, let's make it the game cam. Okay, so as you can see, this is what it should, this actually isn't what it should look like normally. The ball should be slightly more in the middle. Let me try and intentionally fuck it up. I know of a method to actually fuck it up. This is just meant to be a teaching example. So I'm going to jump here to try and get him close to the door. Now we're going to look over at his collision. And as you can see, all this stuff is flying out. That's his hurt box. One of his limbs is actually still here. The target is here, but you can see there's no actual damage. One of his limbs is still here, but everything else isn't. Like, I can go through it. And this happens if you desecretize the room at the wrong time. If you do this, then he will be back. You know, but there's his hurt box. I wonder if this will work now. Because his hurt box just kind of reappears. It does work. Maybe that's a good backup strat. But let's go for at least the fastest strat, because I think depending on how you do it there, his stuff may just fly away again. So because that can happen, you need to know the right timing for this. So I have a setup that has worked 100% of the time for me, and that is first to align yourself with the middle of the door, and then very slowly move that so that as soon as the door opens, you stop moving. And now, okay, there's the first set of 3 laughs. Now we're gonna align our crosshair in the middle of where the container would be. You can use sort of like these top things to align it. And now we're going to be using OP's audio as a sound cue for when to move. And his laughs, on his last laugh, we want to move just briefly after he laughs. Not exactly when he laughs, but just briefly afterwards. And that will prevent his collision or things to just start flying away. Okay, there's that laugh. We're gonna move away as fast as we can, so he'll spawn where we want him to. If we look at him, we see that his hurt box and collision has not moved at all. And now we can PV. If you want to avoid getting hit, you can look at for the blue particle effects, but then you're really close. Or you could just let yourself get hit to know you're there. Then double bomb jump and lay power up the top and just transition the room. There we go. So we're gonna do that again. We're gonna align ourselves in the middle of the door. Move slowly, ever so slowly. There we go. Align ourselves with the middle here. I'll jump away just briefly after the last laugh off. Okay, I think that was actually too early. If you do it right when he laughs, he's gonna start. Yep, you can see everything just starts getting launched. Yeah, that's what happens if you do it exactly on the laugh. So let's try it again. Trying to explain it to it at the same time can be a little tricky. That looks good. There we go. Hitbox is still there. Can do this. And we're good. Do it one more time. There we go. Just briefly after the laugh. I'll turn around and his hitbox is there. You won't be able to tell exactly from just from like your gameplay unless you just get suddenly hit. And that means his limbs flew at you. I think there's a chance that his limb hitboxes will not move, but will move, but his hurtbox won't. And the hurtbox is the only thing you really care about, but it's unlikely if they moved. But regardless, if you did the setup right, this should work 100% of the time. You just do this and you're good. Oh, I actually waited too long. I think waiting too long causes that the period of time for you to attack him. So don't just sit around like I did and yap. Make sure you do the trick in a timely manner. You want to make sure you move away from the door with an L jump. If you don't, this may not work. Okay. Interestingly, his limbs did fly away there, but his hurtbox did not. So that still worked. I've actually never seen his limbs fly away there. So, again, we're going to do this. Right in the middle of the door. I'm going to wait till his very last laugh, just briefly after. That might be too early, or it might be right on time. We'll see. Nope, right on time. There we go. Okay, we'll do it once more. I recommend trying not to predict when that laugh happens, and instead reacting to it, like, normally. Okay, line in the middle here. There we go. Yes. Now I'm also going to do it one time with input display just to show you my movement in it. Make sure we're aligned with the door like this. Yep. Oh, he spawned over here. You can use sound cues or the lock-on to tell where he spawns, because sometimes, depending on how you moved, you can spawn a different spot. But it won't change whether or not his hitbox moved away, or collision moved away, whatever. But yep, that's how you do it. Hopefully, this will be pretty useful for you guys doing 12%. If you are interested in how to do everything else before this. I will provide resources for that in the description from Jed. He is very good at this. He helped pioneer this trick. So props to him. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and best of luck on your runs.